The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That one behind his receiver, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw here. On the move to his left. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll start. And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think I got that one before the wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. What? And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The Jaguars, it's 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
You look at this Colt defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They go play action here on first down.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard up to the 49. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter. But they're trying a third time here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line. So that'll come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You look at this Colt defense.
They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. First down, McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes...
Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2,
McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. McCarthy escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw on second down. McCarthy.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next to score, Colts 20, Jaguars nothing. Chad Ryland.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And this one's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards.
The gain on the play. Complete to number 3, Odell Beckham. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Caught left side. It's Beckham. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Mixon.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick in the area is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Second down.
Looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To throw on third down. McCarthy. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
That is caught, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Joe Mixon. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Playing defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
They run the option on second down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready, ready. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. 60 Maverick, 60. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Now inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jaguars 11.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Bronco 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now they'll change things up.
Drop 60, drop 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors 70. Dragons 60. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. That's going to be taken in inside the 5, but the fair catch will move it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Well, they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
19 Tiger, 18 Pioneer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. Move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They go play action with Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Joe Mixon,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Howell throwing for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's Marte Mapu, and the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and
oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. Touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
17.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really...
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. They'll go play action. Howell. That is caught by Laporta. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And once more, Howell back to the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And this is going to be intercepted. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Touchdown! A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Colts are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Howell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's good. Jaguars.
Off play action. It's Howell. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with now 2 4th quarter touchdowns. And the Jags are able to at least get 1 score back. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown, Colts. T.J. Hawkinson. from 19 yards away. And the Colts continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Flush to his right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7.
He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Ryland on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
77. Jaguars 29.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Powell. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Fourth down, Howell.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Dragon 60. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Now he's loose at the 40.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
18, Rodney, 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this one too low. But this juncture, CD, you normally see teams back in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
19 tight, 19 tight. Rig alert. Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
84, Jaguars 29. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Go Street. 18, 5 in. 19, Lions.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Ryland on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
91, Jaguars 29.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Back to throw. Howell.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from